Hello, Cancers. All right, Cancers. Let's see what kind of amazing week you all are going to have. Let's see what kind of amazing week you all are going to have. This may be a bonus video for you all. I don't know, but this is a general reading, Cancers. Whatever source puts on my heart to tell whatever zodiac signs. I'm being obedient to what source is telling me to tell whatever zodiac signs. So this could be a bonus video for you all. If it's not, it's all good either way. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate each and every one of you all for joining me. Let's close out this cycle. Let's finish out strong. Everything that you need to know in this year of 9, which is creative year, this year of creativity, 9 is a very creative number, right? It's the last single digits. You know everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. You've broken who's still tied to unresolved issues going on in their spirit. Their source is telling you stop attaching yourself to other people's bad karma. These energies, you all are a sweetheart. These energies still got issues with stuff. They don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to get help. They don't want to hug a tree. They don't want to raise their arms to the sun. They don't want to do anything but sit in complaintville. That's all they want to do is sit there complaining about everything, but won't get help to clear this mess out. They can't move forward. So here we are, light workers, got to shine a light on it again to help you all move forward. So, hey, we gladly do what we do. All right, let's get into it, Cancers. Talking to you, ever Cancers in your birth chart. You all already know how it feels to be in hermit mode, and that is not a strange place to be. That is your comfort zone to be in hermit mode. It's new to some people, but it's not new to Cancers, right? Cancer, Sun, and Moon. Or wherever you feel Cancer, you feel safest. You all rule the 4th house. You're trying to get to your 10th house. You're trying to get to your north node. You're trying to get to your true calling in life, right? And so that's why source is saying make sure, because you all rule the 4th house. You all are ruled by the moon, but you rule the 4th. Cancer rules 4th house. And so the more and more comfortable you get with people not making you feel strange, weird, and spooky for wanting to be in your comfort zone, which is your home. Your heart is where your home is, wherever you are. And kind of being in that hermit space and being reserved. It doesn't mean that you're shy. The better off you'll be. I'm telling y'all, some people cannot sit home for 5 minutes, Cancer. They can't. They always got to be out twitching around somewhere doing something. Some people don't know that you don't need to leave the house unless there's a purpose. What's the reason? You got to get gas. You got to go run errands. You got to go. Some people just got to be out of the house because they are not comfortable with making their house their home. They're not comfortable with that. So they always got to have their face in the place. They got to be on the scene for everything. And then wonder why they're dealing with all the drama that they're dealing with. That is not you, Cancers. You all are really, really sweethearts. So let's get into it. Let's get into your reading. I'm grateful for everything. Here we go. Stay in a posture of gratitude, Cancers, with that smile on your face. Like I said, it is not strange and weird when you like to be in hermit mode, right? You're starting now to learn how to balance things out. Source is going to expose the energies that have an issue with you when you pop out of your hermit crab shell mode, because the moon waxes and wanes through each zodiac sign every 2.5 days. So let's say, for instance, you only came out the house every 2.5 days. And then you went back into hermit mode. Source is going to let you know who has an issue with it. Because they don't want to do the shadow work. They're going, oh, that's strange. You only come out, you a homebody. Gosh, okay. You don't like staying at your home? What's wrong with your home that you don't like staying in your home? Because it's internal. It's in their spirit. They have spiritual, it's going through some kind of a spiritual warfare. It has nothing to do with you. There's nothing to do with you. I'm telling you, source is cleaning house. Source is cleaning house. People are going to have to do the shadow work. Let's get into it. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. Let's go. First card out the deck. See, you already, this right here, you're on your personal journey. This color right here, violet, speaks to the auric layer. So we talk about your auric layers. You're at your highest auric layer. You're all about unity. You're all about unity. So when you're dealing with people who have their lower chakras out of alignment, they can't forgive people. They see everybody as competition. They think everybody's going to betray them. All their lower chakras all like a bike kickstand, just all out of alignment. Just lean to the side, can't straighten out. So anyway, here we have the personal journey. Valuable lessons have been learned. Your angels are proud of your personal journey of self-truth and personal responsibility. This journey is a result of you're choosing to learn valuable lessons from past mistakes. Write a list of what you've changed in your life since learning a valuable lesson. 1, and the major arcana is the magician card. So you're the initiator. You've learned how to reach out to loved ones when you feel like, okay, you're the I feel sign, when you feel like they can't reach out to you first because they're around a bunch of confusion and disorganized minded energies. The number 5 connects us with the Hierophant. You have a higher mind and innate spiritual understanding of things when loved ones are around people who are just materialistic, right? The material physical things. So you have a higher understanding, which is why you're the one that's initiating conversation. When you got loved ones who are around people who are rushing them to hurry up and make money, and they can't even get their brains together to even process their emotions and thoughts. And then number 4 is the Emperor card, which is you are to learn how to add structure and authority to that unified way of thinking. You have an understanding and overstanding and an understanding when people are on the dark side of these numbers, when they're around Emperor energy, where they feel like it's their way or the highway, right? So that is why you will be initiating phone calls for loved ones who could be around. This could be some of your spouses who are on jobs and they have a dark emperor boss at work. So you're initiating the phone call. Hey, just want to tell you that I love you. Was thinking about you today. I know you're busy. I won't keep you for long. Okay, I just want to let you know that breaking up that monotony for them, because you felt something in hermit mode, because you don't have any hangups about being in hermit mode. You're the one that's initiating the conversation, because they literally could be a part of an organization that is their way or the highway. They could be around their family members, where their family members are keeping them so distracted on purpose, keeping them away from you, a nurturing spirit. I'm talking to men and women Cancers, that could be preventing them from talking to you. So let's get into your reading. So you're the one that's initiating conversation. These energies, lower chakras, I mean, their lower chakras are so out of alignment, it's not even funny. And so it's the same, but you see things from a higher frequency, and that's why you're the one that's initiating the conversation, the communication. You are initiating the communication. You're not operating in the sphere of these people who their lower chakras are out of. They can't even come out of there. They can't even get their lower chakras together to even make it to the higher chakras. So you're sending prayers their way, because you want people to get to their north node. Let's get into it. Yeah. They too busy money hungry. That's all they can think about, is how they growing their money and making everybody around them suffer. When money, we are money. Our worth is money. And that's all they can see is the physical sense. That's all they can see. Money is in the physical sense. They could care less about a relationship, having healthy relationships with people. Anybody, I'm going to just say this. Anybody who does not have the sense enough to know that a high vibrating Cancer is the mother and money of the Zodiac sign, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I'm not coming from a judgmental place. This is a person who really needs to sit down and study Zodiac signs. Cancer is the mother and money sign of the Zodiac. You all teach people how to be frugal with their coin, with their money, or whatever the case may be. And some people can only see money in the physical sense. That is why some of your places that you work for could not see your value. Where other places you went to, they saw your value immediately and snatched you up. That's why some of your ex-love interests who are just now waking up to your value and your creativity, they are obsessed with coming back. But they couldn't see it, so guess what? It's a no. It's a number 7 situation. It's complete. You already won. You winning in life, right? You the Chariot card, right? So your money is about to start growing. And some of your exes now they're so obsessed with money. They put their family members, their friends, anything they felt was more valuable than you, even Mr. and mistresses over you, to try to make you feel less than. And it runs deep for them. It runs real deep for them when it comes to money. Those weeds are buried real deep under that dirt. But they see your money growing. All of a sudden, they coming around with their false teeth in their mouth, smiling in your face, trying to show off 32 teeth. Hey, how you doing? To the left, bringing around a bunch of confusion. Now people want to talk to you because they see your money growing. But people don't understand water signs come with extra creativity. That's like extra water. Why people think cancers cry so much? Y'all got extra water y'all trying to squeeze out. Right? So source is saying, yeah, people think y'all may be crybabies, but that crying does not show a sign of weakness. That's all that extra creativity. Why they think some of y'all have round faces? Y'all carrying water in y'all face. Y'all carrying water in certain places. Yeah, it's just that extra nurturing. Some of y'all are soft and kind of, I can't say, like, well, whatever. We're not talking about anybody's way, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's like y'all carry all this extra creativity inside of you, all of this water inside of you all. So Source is saying, yeah, you know what people have done behind your back, but guess what? Source has just increased your creativity by 6 because you're about times 6 because you are intentionally cutting off the very energies who are just now waking up from a zombified trance because all they could see was money. These energies are obsessed with money, literally obsessed with money. So I see your abundance and your prosperity. Some of you all, and I'm talking to men and women cancers here, some of you all's exes have intentionally kept kids away from you all because you all are such nurturing spirits, but they see they couldn't stop your money, so now they want to come back around smiling. That's Empress energy. Yep. They try to limit your abundance by distracting you from keeping your kids, mentors, or mentees away from you. Anything that they felt was nurturing or needed nurturing by you, they try to keep these energies away from you all to limit your abundance and your prosperity. Guess what? All you had to do was pull out the sword and cut ties with these karmics, and guess what? It's like a levee broke of your creativity is increased by 6. That's what's happening here. Pure evil. That's all they could care about is just physical and paper money when money is energy. I'm going to put some lists of some money books below, by the way. Here we have the 5 of Cups. Go ahead and put a manhole cover over the past. Get off of your emotions. 5 and 6 is 11. Well, 6 and 5 is 11. 11 is a master number. If you hear 11, see 11. I'm telling you the number 11. Source is saying it's time for you. You're getting a call from the master teacher, which is up. That's Source. Source is saying to you, you've always been good enough. You've always been worthy. But you have been in a relationship with 2 karmics that have done everything they could do. I'm telling y'all, Cancers, they have done everything. If these are your kids, they have tried to cut you off from your kids. If these are mentees, they try to cut you off from them. Anything to distract you, to bring you into a karmic cycle, to limit your abundance and prosperity, as if they are entitled to your creativity. Your money is about to start growing, so congratulations. You are taking a page out of people's books who quietly just move on, and people talk about them behind their backs. That's what you have in common with people. When people quietly try to move on, these karmics just go wild because they can't handle the thought of, it's like you taking their money away from them. Like, I'm telling y'all, some of you all people have used your kids as just all they looking for was, okay, I'm about to step on some corns. I just got to tell it the way Source is telling me. Some of these parents have looked at their own kids as just a form of payment, child support payment, have done nothing to invest in their own kids except talking negatively about you. They just looking at a form of payment. Okay, there it is. So no, they cannot come back into your life. No, they cannot. Your money is about to start growing, but you will not be talking to these karmics. Look at you anticipating expansion. You got 1 foot firmly planted. You're about to take a leap of faith. No, you will not be talking to them because they did everything they could possibly do to limit your abundance and your prosperity. And these are men and women who've done it. And they got great joy out of creating chaos and confusion. Why? Because they have something unresolved in their spirit, but something is over, so someone is coming home to you. They are not confused anymore. They so sick of light workers, y'all. Let me tell you, Cancer, these people are sick. When I say, I'm talking about sick of light workers. They expose left and right because that's the frequency that they're on. Oh, they so negative. No. A light is being shown on something, right? To let you know that you weren't going crazy and that you weren't lying every time you ask people for help. This person, they get the child support payment and they spend all the money on themselves. And then every time I see the kids not dressed right, this, that, and the other. When y'all are sweethearts, when they with you, they getting gifts, they getting love. Y'all making sacrifices to hold. I'm talking to fathers and mothers here. They getting everything they need from you. But when they with them, you see them come back, they don't even look the same. They're unkept, uncouth, don't know how to act, sad, depressed, confused. You're at the top of the wheel. I'm telling you, the wheel of fortune. That's why they want light workers to shut up, because they don't want light workers to tell you, oh, you got to remember, in order for you to be a light worker, you have had to go through the dark yourself. A lot of us are not telling our own stories. We are really being open that channel up to receive from source. Some people don't have kids and they light workers. Who they talking about then? They could be talking about their sister, their brother's kids. They could be talking about the person across the cubicle who shares something with them that's helping you, whatever. Everybody's not married, so everybody's not hating on married people. So this I'm telling you, it's irritating low vibration demons. It's irritating their demons. So you're grateful that some people know you ain't lying and know you're not crazy. So this is where you can toss something into a burning bowl and finish out this cycle strong. You absolutely got some mothers out here that's taking the whole child support payment and the kids are not getting anything. we're going to just put it out there. And you got some fathers that are doing the same thing. So there it is. Looking at the kids is like payment, a form of payment. You got some of y'all are mentors, and y'all got people that y'all are mentoring, and the parents see you as competition. And so instead of them saying, oh wow, let's align with Cancer has all this information and all this nurturing and stuff like that I never got, let me be kind to Cancer, they go right into seeing you as competition and seeing their child as money, because they don't know their worth and they don't know their value. They don't even know that they have a 10th house in their birth chart. Why? Because they don't believe in it, but they'll stalk tarot. Pull out your sword. You have enough memory. That's why they think tarot card readers, they think some of us are being negative. We're not being negative. We're just reaffirming and confirming what source has already told you, that you are not going crazy. So yeah, that's your breakthrough right there. It's time for you to close out the cycle. Close out the cycle. You have just switched teams. You don't have time for these gold digging energies that only use is opportunists, because that's what they are. They take an opportunity to use people who don't know their self-worth and don't know their value, and if they feel like you got something going on behind closed doors that they can benefit from, they come smiling in your face by way of using your kids and using your mentees and using other people to get to you, because they know, I'm telling y'all too hot. Y'all are too, because you're ruled by the moon, and the moon connects with our feelings, emotions, intuition. Y'all are already high priestess already. Y'all got the fourth house on lock. You're already intuitive. You're already highly intuitive. These energies won't come to you directly because you can see right through their muddied water. All you need to do is keep your water clean, meaning that we're not talking about your past. Everybody has a past. We're talking about now that you know better and how to nurture yourself, and you know what your moon sign is. You don't need to know your time of birth. Pull your birth chart. You don't need to know your time of birth. But now you know how to pour into yourselves, Cancer. I'm talking to men and women Cancers. Now that you know how to pour into yourself, You'll be able to see right through their intentions. It'll be clear as glass that you just spray Windex on and just wipe the glass clear. You can see right through their intentions. They always attaching themselves to who they feel like they can get the most money from. They want to be attached to this organization, that organization. Anything that's going on an outer shell make them seem more valuable because they don't want to do the inner work. They don't want to do the spiritual work. So of course they're going to call light workers negative, because light workers can see through that. Light workers have already been through it, and they helping you to get to the light side of things. They'll spend more time trying to mess up your money because you can see right through them than spending the same amount of 8 hours a day and doing the shadow work on themselves. That is why you are snatching up the weeds and you're saying you're planting seeds somewhere else. Some of y'all are going to be moving jobs, moving, geographical locations, now patronizing people that you're starting to say, okay, you know what? I'm starting to see the light here. I'm starting to see these people's intentions. I don't want to be a part of this team. I spent a lot of time around these energies. It's time for me to, number 11, the situation, get off the fence, stop being confused about, I'm not sure if I should support this, and I'm going to the light side. People who keep me enlightened, that I know that my gifts are not a competition to people. They're just not using me for just money. That's what you all are getting ready to do. People who see your worth and they see your value, whether they're getting money from you or not, they see your worth and they see your value. So yeah, you definitely cutting ties with some karmics. That's all they see is money. Yeah, here's the Emperor card, and it's their way or the highway. And you got enough information. This is King of Pentacles. You got enough information of who it is. Enough information. You've been around him long enough to know, oh yeah, if it's coin involved, oh yeah, they there. They don't care who they have to betray for money. They'll betray their own kids for money. So yeah. So you feel very fortunate. It's two, you and somebody feel very, very fortunate. Like I said before, that's going to help somebody help you add structure and authority to it, because those energies are not afraid of these dark emperor energies who feel like it's their way or the highway when it comes to money. Yeah, you found your star. I got time to be playing games with these devil worshippers, because that's what they are. I mean, I'm not just calling names. I'm saying devil worshiper, worshiping they were operating in the flesh. When I say devil worshippers, this is not name calling. This is operating in lower flesh because they don't want to do the shadow work. It's scary to do shadow work because you got to face your own demons. You got to face your own demons in shadow work. And that's a very sacred time between you and the Creator. So that's what Source is trying to tell you, is that you all have done the shadow work and these energies don't want to do the shadow work. So it's easy to spend time around energies where they can create lies about people's mental health. Oh, they crazy. They're karmics. They're karmics. They're karmics. And you know exactly who is behind it. So some kind of homecoming is happening. Something is for very much like home for you and somebody, like in terms of being inspired and motivated in a very loving and a warm spirited way, where people are not lying about you behind your back, not telling lies on you, creating a bunch of chaos and confusion. Something is going to feel like home for you and somebody. So yeah, maybe people are not worried about these karmics. They need to do the shadow work. Just like you've done the shadow work, just like other people have done the shadow work. Shadow work does not feel good because you got to go into the dark recesses of everything at your lowest and go to Source and talk to Source about it. Yeah, Tower. There it is. Yeah. You're having an awakening and you're divinely protected. And so are the energies that see you as real, true nurturers. You can't fake that. I'm talking about you, and I'm telling you, some of y'all, that's why I keep trying to tell, like, some of these men that have been very nurturing dads to their kids, very nurturing from very beginning, You can't pretend. People cannot pretend that they can replace you. You can't be replaced. Some of these moms who have been very nurturing to their kid, you cannot be replaced. So your ex could get married 999 times. They will never find another you. And that is the truth. They will never find another you. They can just stop trying. They can stop trying. They're just wearing themselves out, child. Just wearing themselves out. They can never find another you. That's why they always got all these threats going. Yeah, they ever come back. That's why they got to create so many lies and create so much smoke around you to make it seem like you, all this fire right here, got to create so much fire around you and all these lies around you to tell people if they ever come back around such and such and such, and they align themselves because they don't want to do. Misery loves company. They're around a lot of miserable people who would rather put hands on people than put their hands on a telephone book, the yellow pages. Remember them back in the day? Then put their hands on a number or type in something in Google to go get some help. They rather physically put hands on people. Like, who is dealing with that low vibrating gutter behavior? You're not you. You're too high vibrational and classy for that. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. So you're moving on from the disappointment of these energies who like to talk about people behind closed doors and keep them emotionally exhausted and drained of their creativity, causing them to be depressed, projecting. They drain these energies of their water, Cancer, okay? And then they project their depression onto other people. And so the person really believes that they're sad and depressed and they're not good enough and not worthy. They got to sit around and listen to all this competing and comparison all day long. That's why some of y'all, when y'all get y'all kids back, or like whether they're students, they come into class, they got to hear all of this chaos and confusion at home. And then they got to go to school with all of this heaviness on it. They can't even sit in class and learn because they got parents that's sitting there. Some of them got parents that's sitting at home competing with you. Some of your mentees, same thing. Some of your exes got kids. Some of your exes that you have kids with, whether it's a man or woman, they so busy seeing you as competition. The kids can't even go around and be kids because they got to listen to how much they hate you and you the worst thing that ever happened in the world. Like, what? Grow up. Grow up. Grow up and go get some help. Grow up and go get some help and stop talking about how horrible somebody is because they're not going to sit around in this combative behavior and receive all this abusive behavior with somebody, creating depression with kids. Yeah. That's why you don't want to be around certain energies. That's why you're in hermit mode out here, #winning, inspiring people, motivating the whole nine yards. You don't want to be around there for 1 second. Yeah. That's why they try to keep you out of stuff, but guess what? It's really them on the outside of your life. That's why they got to plant familiar spirits around you. You don't care. They learning too. Familiar spirits, they trying to get familiar. They like, oh dang, they speaking about. Yeah, they do have a point. Talking about you, Cancers. Yeah, Cancers do have a point. You know, now we heard all these lies about Cancer, huh? Cancer is very fair-minded. Cancer really is a sweetheart. It's been a bunch of lies. So these energies went from hearing lies about you to learning the truth about how much of a sweetheart you are. And these energies, this is why the tower is falling on some people, because these energies, the same ones that sent people in to come up against you. I keep trying to tell people Genesis 50:20, what the enemy meant for evil, source is turning around for your good. These energies right now are saying, listen, we know who the real culprit is. We know who they jump to conclusions about something, spreading all these lies, trying to have people playing it outside of people's doors, when the truth of the matter is somebody's ego is bigger than the size of Texas, and they don't have access to this energy anymore. That's the real reason they running around lying about people. Because those energies have tempers, and people are starting to see things from a higher frequency. Yeah. So you can go ahead and move on. You can go right on ahead and move on. You were not going crazy. I'm telling y'all, Cancers, you weren't going crazy. All right, let's close it out. Yeah, so Cancer, look, I'm talking to men and women. if you are going to be mentoring your kids and people around you, even mentoring your kids or even people who are older than you are, just, across the table, people who are on your same age, same neighborhood, whatever, whoever source sends across your path, teach them about these energies, these types of energies, who it's their way or the highway. They can't sit next to so and so kind of energy because they don't have this, that, and the other, and how these energies do use people for their own personal gain. um because somebody who told a bunch of lies about you, and I'm talking to men and women cancers, had all these people walking around with torches in their hand, getting ready to torch the place down. As far as you're concerned, you're the worst father in the world, you're the worst mother in the world, you're the worst teacher in the world, about to have people come up to the school and try to fight you waiting outside in the parking lot. Just low vibrating gutter energies. Let's just call a spade coming up against you because they lied, told so many lies on you, trying to put you in survival mode. Sources like, if you don't cut them off for real, they are karmics. They have something unresolved in their spirit. Any person that wants to physically put hands on, I know people get upset, but at some age, at some stage, this is not teenagers. They teenage mind, like somebody hasn't developed beyond this sacral chakra. They don't know how to use this solar plexus chakra, between the ages of 15 to 21. Anybody that's running around here talking about they're going to put hands on somebody, physically fight somebody. Okay, then go join a gym and get a boxing bag. Like, what? Who is doing that? Anybody who has put you in a position where you've had to go off on somebody and cuss somebody out, and they only got that portion of the footage, but they don't have the other whole thing where they were provoked and everybody standing back looking, oh, see how violent and angry their cancer is. If the ex puts you in a position like that, then you need to cut them off for life. You need to cut them off for life. Y'all are, like I said, sweetheart zodiac signs. That doesn't need to be contaminated in your water, because they feel like as a man you need to be tougher than that, or as a woman you're not in your masculine energy enough. You need to cut them off. I can't say it no clearer than that. There you go. Structure and authority. Structure and authority. You got some energies that were in very abusive relationships that are trying to abuse you, and sources saying to you, no sir and no ma'am. They don't know how to use their fight. They don't know how to use their prayer warrior. So they're always at war with themselves, with people who come across as weak, but they're really meek and letting source fight their battles. That is why the tower is falling on them. They cannot for the life of them, I'm telling y'all cancers, realize, see how kind and loving you all are, because again, you're at a crown chakra thinking unity. They want so bad for you to hate them, cancer, and you do not. They just have no space in your universe. None. They can't figure out for the life of them. They still looking for a human being to save them. Like, yeah, your third eye is wide open. You're not doing an injustice to yourself. These are the types of energies that like to do sneak attacks, pop up on you like Pikachu, just pop up somewhere, like blindside people. Because they have been preyed upon, where they snuck up on people, right, and caused them to drink because they weren't able to close out a cycle. So they chose, okay, you know what? Every time they went to go get some help to come out of a survival mode situation, people kept tossing them back into a lion den. So they just figured, you know what? Let me just drink myself into oblivion so that I don't have to focus on the truth until you came across the path. You people out here driving people to drink, literally driving people to drink. So you're getting a message. You're getting a message and download that some people, that's the reason why some people drink. And again, you're not judging any energies. That's why when people have a tower moment, they're like, oh my God, because to that is an obsession connected to that, of something very unhealthy and something very wounded surrounding sex and surrounding money. Very unhealthy and wounded. That's why when you hear people say, oh my God, I'm having a tower moment, because they went for help. They went to ask for help in places of people who could have helped them, and they received no help, just pushed right back into a lion's den. So when people connect to you And this again plays part of the obsession. So it's just like, that's where they were getting their nurturing from. They were getting their nurturing from you because you understand, you're connecting, you're all of that. So Source is saying, yeah, your money is about to start growing, but you're on a totally different team. You learn how to save yourself. You can defend your decision to move on from something without coming across as defensive. Anybody who is still connected to karmics, I see some of you all, some of these people are trying to come back into your space. You're going to have the one question: are you still connected to so-and-so? If they even pause to hesitate to think about their response, you know that they are. You're on a personal journey. Valuable lessons have been learned. Music. Yeah. Music, the vibration of sound, has carried a lot of messages through. So you're also, like I say, listening to music. And that's what you're going to tell them, is like, we can stay connected through listening to music. But physically, you don't want to be connected to certain energies because, again, like I said before, and that's what's been carrying some people through, music. That's what's been really helping somebody to stay connected to you, is just listening to some of the same songs that you all like to listen to. You always got to have a song in your heart. And that's what's been keeping you connected with these energies, the vibration of sound through music. Stay connected to these obsessed karmics. Obsessed, y'all. They obsessed with putting people around you just sick, for real. They want you to do something that's going to restrict you. They want you to get down off your throne, be violent, cuss them out, argue, get into a fist fight with somebody so they can sit back and say, see, that's exactly why I told you how they are. You're not like that at all. You're just protecting yourself from their obsessed energy. Yeah. So Source is making sure you have a helping hand. You have a lot of people around you that's helping you to keep you away from them. Loyalty. Be loyal to your friends. You've learned how to take your power back. Investments. Invest wisely. Yep. You got money coming across your path. So focus on your wellness. Put your energy towards working out and getting yourselves together. You have a lot of resources that's coming in. You got resources around you. People who are helping you. They have a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of information. Some of your neighbors that they sent and to watch you are now watching them to make sure you all are protected. I'm telling you, it has been flipped. Some things have been flipped. Some things have been flipped. I'm telling y'all, Cancer, some things have been flipped. Because people see that you are a hermit. They see that you're a hardworking person. They have enough information and knowledge about the energies that lied on you to other people. They got enough information and knowledge. So some stuff go down, the same cameras that they bought to watch you with, they're going to have to give it up. If these energies come around trying to start some mess, they're going to have to give it up. Because how in the world you going to have a camera to watch you, but you ain't catch everything? They're going to have to give it up. So energetic pull. You are not letting these energies pull you down. Yep. You're forging a new path, right, for yourself. And again, I see your money growing. I see you switching teams. But yeah, you don't want to be around these energies. These are karmics. They have some unresolved issues within themselves for them to get this easily angered and enraged with just anything, taking it out on anybody, the closest energies to them. So no, because it's their way to highway, just like acting like throwing tantrum. A new chapter has begun for you, and trust your feelings, and there's no pressure. Yep. So somebody has a new and exuberant love coming across your path, but listen to your spirit with this new and exuberant love, especially since you have moved on from some karmics. And Source is saying to you here, you've closed out a cycle with 2 karmics already because they were karmics, and you're getting as far away from them. Some kind of homecoming is happening here. But whoever wants to be in your space where you are right now is required. They're going to have to do the shadow work. You will help them through doing the shadow work. Whoever it is, you will help them in the shadow work, but they cannot be connected to these karmics in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Especially if somebody is threatening that if you were to come back, they're going to have their brothers beat you up if you're a man, or their uncles or other men to jump you. I can't even express how. I don't even like saying that because it's so low vibrational. It's not even funny. There's no man that should be having to feel some kind of way about going around somebody's family because the uncles and brothers are going to come out and try to rough or tough somebody up. Like, what kind of... You know what? If they want to go act like an animal, then they need to join a circus. They need to put on a something on their back on all fours and get a long tail. I mean, woo! That's what I have for you, Kansas. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Close out the cycle, finish out strong. You don't have time for these low vibrate. They can't get their solar plexus chakras in alignment. They know they have no access to you whatsoever. And with the enemy, I'm telling y'all, meant for evil, source turned around for your good. Had all these energies watching you, saying you was violent and out of control, and none of those things are true. They've never been true, and they're not true. You're a human being. If they put you in a situation where you had to survive and they happen to capture that on film somewhere, source is saying to you, where's the rest of the film? Because they liars. That's why. They liars. They put you in a situation, left you. These are energies that were supposed to protect you. Didn't do that. I'm talking about husbands and wives, partners, parents. Put you in survival mode, and then all of a sudden got one little snippet of something on film. They need to go play with somebody else. You're not the one, for real. You're not the one. You're too high vibrational. You're too operating in love and light. For real. Like, go. That's, like I said, low vibrating behavior. So that's what I have for you all. Somebody has new love coming across their path. You have some kind of something going to feel like home for you because somebody has done the shadow work. They have defended their decision to move on from something, and they don't want to go back. So it's not even operating in fear. They don't want to go back because they're like you. They add a structure and authority to something. They don't want to be. Some of your spouses are not. They're going to completely cut off some of their family members because their family members have put you in survival mode. Some of your kids don't want to be dealt with the other side of the family because they put you in survival mode. I'm telling you, your prayers are being answered. Some of y'all are about to get promoted at work in a whole different department because you prayed to get out of that department because your manager was sitting there seeing all of this stuff go down and did absolutely nothing. So you had to go, your prayer life increased. Mars is no longer retrograde. Your prayers are being sped up. That's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you for joining me. Bye.